Hey, I'm glad you're here. Today is a very special day. Today is my granddaughter's birthday. She is my first granddaughter, and this pattern that I created specifically for her in her memory. I always called her Piggy. I collect pigs, I always have. So it was very close to my heart, just like she was. This Angel Piggy is very close to my heart. It's the first pattern that I ever created, and I've been holding on to it for about a year, and I figured today would be the perfect day to share it with you. Stick with me to the end. I'm going to do a little mini memorial for Lydia at the end of the video. It won't take long. I just want to share a little bit more about her because she was such an amazing little girl. So grab your yarn, grab your hook. Let's hop in. For today, we're going to need things. First, we're going to need 1 to 2 colors for the pig and for the wings. Today, I'm going to do this peach for the pig and the white for the angel wings. We're also going to need 10mm safety eyes. We're going to need stitch markers. We're going to need straight pins, a darning needle, some fancy fluff, maybe not so fancy, but we're going to need fluff, some scissors, and a 3.5mm hook. Don't mind this. I tried to super glue it, but anyway, it's fine. We're fine. All right, let's get busy. All right, so to start, we're going to work with the body first, starting with a magic ring. You go around. We're going to go under the first, grab the second, twist, and pull through. Now we're going to put six single crochets in this magic ring. There's 6. I'm going to go ahead and tighten that up. For round 2, we're going to do 6 increases, starting with that very first. There's our increase, our first increase. I always mark the very first stitch of the row or the round. And you'll hear me say row interchangeably with round. Really, it's a round because we're going to be going around and around and around, but it is what it is. So there's 1. We're going to do 5 more increases. All right, there's our 6th increase. Oops. Okay. So for row 3, we're going to single crochet and increase 6 times. So we're just going to work 6 sets of single and then increase. This will bring our stitch count up to 18. Again, mark that first row, that first stitch of the round or row. Single, increase. For row 4, we're going to do 3 sets of increase and then 5 single crochet. Increase in the first stitch, mark that first stitch of the row or the round, and then 5 single crochet. So that's the first set. Now, if you haven't already, go ahead and close up, pull that magic ring tight, and close that loop up. And then we're going to do 2 more sets of increase and 5 single crochet. Increase for our last set, and then 5 single crochet to finish off this round. So row 5 is relatively easy. We've got increase and then 20 single crochet. Increase right here. That's going to bring us up to an even number, which I love. It's going to bring us up to 22 stitches for the round, and then we're going to do 20 single crochets to complete this row or round. Row 6 is going to be 4 single crochet, increase, 10 single crochet, increase, 6 single crochet. So we're going to do 4. That brings us up to 24 single crochet, and then we're just going to do an entire round of 24 single crochet. This pattern is definitely near and dear to my heart. I made this pattern in memory of my granddaughter who passed away in 2019. I called her Piggy. That was my nickname for her. I've always loved pigs. She was definitely the light of my life. At the time, she made my heart so full I didn't realize how wonderful grandchildren were. She was my first. She's definitely my Angel Piggy. 24. So you can see we're starting to get this little egg shape right here. So the next row is 3 single crochet, increase, 3 single crochet. We're going to increase right here. And then we're going to do 2 sets of 7 single crochet and then an increase. So 1, then an increase, 7 single crochet, and then an increase. We're going to finish it off with 4 single crochet. So for row 9, we're going to increase again. We're going to do 3 sets of 8 single crochet, increase, 8 single crochet, increase. So we'll start here. There's 8. we're going to increase right here. 8, 2, 3, increase. 8 more. This is our last set, and then increase. For row 10, we're going to do increase, 11 single crochet. So we're going to start with an increase. We're going to do 11 single crochet. Now we're going to do 3 sets. We're going to do 3 sets. We're going to increase, 5 single crochet, increase, 5 single crochet 3 times. So at this point, you'll notice we're starting to get a little bump on this side, okay? If you turn it, you'll notice one side is starting to flare a little bit more than the other. So this is gonna be his belly portion, and this is gonna be his little booty portion. We gotta give him a little booty. So this is where we're really gonna start getting a little bit of detail. For row 11, we're gonna do 4 single crochet, decrease, 7 shade decrease, 4 single crochet. Then we're gonna go with 3 sets of increase and 4 single crochet. And this is where we're gonna decrease. Now I do the invisible decrease. So to do this, let me see if I can get a little bit closer. So to do this, we go in the front loop only. And instead of grabbing a loop, we're gonna slide into the next one, grab a loop and pull it through both of those, and then just finish like we normally do. So that's our decrease. Now we're gonna do 7, and then we're gonna do another decrease. In that front loop only, swing over and pick up the next front loop only, pull it through, and then pull through both. So as you can see, you can't tell, it's an invisible decrease. And then we're going to do 4 single crochet. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, so this is where we're gonna get into our sets. Move this back out. So for these sets, we're going to do 3 sets of increase, 4 single crochet. So we're gonna increase and then 4 single crochet, increase, 4 single crochet. And then for our very last set, we're gonna increase again and then 4 single crochet. So I wanna take just a minute. I know it seems really weird when you decrease and increase all at the same, but I wanna show you how this is starting to go. This is his belly. So it's starting to pooch out, pull that up, and it's starting to dip out, but his booty's coming out like this. This is the way that you should look after row 11. For row 12, we're just going to do 35 single crochet. To be honest, I was a little bit nervous to post this. I've been sitting on this pattern for over a year, and I've been nervous to post it. I've been nervous to share it because it was so personal. But now that I'm doing it, now that I'm actually recording this video, I'm really excited to share this with you. My apprehension that I had before I started, and the reason it's taken me so long to do this, is gone. It's just gone. I'm really kind of excited. Like, listen, I would love to see your Angel Piggies. So when we get done, please, in the comment section, put in a picture of your Angel Piggy. Let me see what you got. I would love to see your project. All right, we're finishing up row 12, and it's 35 single crochet all the way around. I'm so glad you have joined me today. I'm a lot more excited than I thought I was gonna be. Right, so as you can see, we're coming in some more, and we're coming out with the booty, and then pretty soon we're gonna tie it all in together. So let's go on to round 13. Round 13 is pretty simple. We're gonna decrease, then we're gonna do 13 single crochet, decrease again, and then 18 single crochet. So let's go ahead and do an invisible decrease right here. Ooh. To finish off row 13. Now we're going to do 3 rows of 33 stitches. Rows 14, 15, and 16. Like that first stitch. Go ahead for round 14, go all the way around 33 stitches, and I will meet you right here before row 15. All right, coming around on the end of row 14. We got 2 more rows to do, or rather, 2 more rounds to do. Again, it's just going to be a straight 33 single crochets all the way around. Go ahead and do round 15 and round 16 and I will meet you right back here, ready for round 17. Go ahead and pause the video if you need to, and I will see you right back here at the end of round 16. All right, I want to take just a minute to point out what it should look like right now. So this is going to be the belly, and as you can see, this is the little booty. This is when we're going to start bringing everything together, starting with row 17, and it's going to come together pretty quickly, okay? So get your stuffing ready, because we're going to be stuffing this baby pretty quickly now. So let's go ahead on to row 17, or round 17. Round 17 is 11 sets of decrease, single crochet. So we're gonna just decrease, visible decrease, single crochet. And we're gonna do that all the way around. So decrease, single, all the way around. That's gonna take us from 33 stitches all the way down to 22. I lost track already, see? Y'all thought I was playing when I said I get myself backtracked. Nope. And this is my own pattern, so go figure. Imagine if I was working somebody else's pattern. I definitely get myself backtracked on that. Now, normally, decreases are done a little bit more gradually, but because I want this piggy to sit up a certain way, I've got to decrease it pretty quickly. I think I done already messed up. Backtrack. 2. So as you can see, it's starting to pull right in. It's starting to pull in pretty tight too. So you can stuff it a little bit if you'd like. We're gonna stuff it a little bit more. I like to stuff the body really kind of firm. Don't overstuff it, but stuff it as firm as possible. Because everything, all of our face, our wings, our legs, everything is gonna get sewn onto this little bitty thing. So we definitely don't want it to be overstuffed, but we want it to be firm enough so that it will actually stick, that it'll hold up the weight of all the other pieces. So for round 18, we've got 2 sets only. We're gonna do 5 decreases and then a single crochet. 5 decrease in a row and then a single crochet. I know those back-to-back decreases are not fun. And then right here, we've just got 1 little bitty single crochet. Okay. So now we're gonna go ahead and finish stuffing. We're gonna wanna make sure we get this booty nice and tight and get the belly firmed up too. I like to just pull my little fluff apart because I wanna make sure that I am able to put it in all of the right places. Fluff is meant to be in all the right places. Now we've got another row of decreases right here, but as you can see, it's starting to get flat right here. For our very last row, we're going to finish off by 6 decreases in a row. That's gonna put us down to 6 so that we can finish it off. So go ahead and do 6 decreases and I'll meet you back right here. Last but certainly not least, we've got 6. So we've done our 6 decreases. You can see it's rather flat. Leave a tail long enough for the close in. So there's a couple ways that you can do this. I just pull it out like this, and then into the front loop of each of the remaining stitches, I just go ahead and bring it through. You can also use your darning needle if you like, because we're gonna use it to sew it in anyway. 4, 5, and finally, the last one gets kind of twisted. Ooh. Okay, so once you've weaved it all the way through, just go ahead and pull that bad boy tight, just like that. To go ahead and finish this, we're gonna have our little darning needle. Now I just pinch right there, because I can't see anything, so the easier I can make it to thread these needles, the easier my life can be. And then I just go in the middle, right in there, and pull up. I want to get through one of those little stitches. Pull that. Now I don't want to pull it too close. I just want it to be flat, right? I don't want it to be indented. Now to hide this, we're gonna go up in here and then come down to another point. We're gonna do this probably 2 or 3 times just to make sure that it's good and hidden. And then we'll come right here. That looks like a good spot. Now there's no guaranteed place to do this. We just wanna make sure that we hide our ends. So come back through here, down at the bottom. There we go. And then we can take this and snip it off. Put that out of the way. There we go. That is our body, belly, booty, and all. So we're gonna go ahead and start on the face. First thing we do is make a magic ring. And just like with the body, we're gonna start with 6 single crochets in that magic ring. Put that right here. Ooh. All right, tighten your little ring up. Now for round 2, we're gonna do 3 sets of single crochet and then 3 single crochet in the next stitch. So single, ooh, come on Marty. Single crochet right here. I'm gonna go ahead and mark that right now. And then 3 single crochets in the next one. So 1, 2, all in the same stitch, 3. And then we're gonna do a single, this is our second set, and then 3 single crochet all in the same stitch. 1, 2, 3. Single, and then 3, all in the same stitch. 2 and 3. Now, for the next row, it's gonna be a little bit different. As you see, we've got this little triangle shape right here. We're gonna do 12 back post single crochet. And the way that we do that, we're gonna make this little ridge pop out. We're gonna start right here. We're gonna go from the back. Let's see if I can put it down just a little bit more. Okay. We're gonna go in through the back, right here. Gonna go around that post, grab, pull it through, and do the single crochet. So there's 1. Let's go ahead and put that in. I'm gonna zoom back out. We're gonna go back in through the next one, around that loop. Ooh, can y'all hear the rain? Pull it back through and single crochet. We're gonna do that all the way around. We should have 12 stitches. Now, if the back post single crochets are especially difficult, feel free to use just the very back loop instead. It's not going to give you the definition, but it will work as well. All right, I believe I got 1 more left. Let's count just to make sure. 11, so I have 1 more to do. Always count to make sure you've got the right amount of stitches. So this one is gonna have to go right here. So if you haven't already, go ahead and pull that magic ring tight. Wow, it is pouring down out there tonight. Okay, so now we work into, we've done the back post. We're gonna work into these back post single crochets. We're just gonna go 12 all the way around. Not these in the front. These in the front we're gonna leave alone. We're just gonna work into these back ones right through here. So round 4 rather is 12 single crochet. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. My lights might go out. 9, 10. All right. So now we've got his little snout, still the triangle, and then we're going to move on to row 5. Row 5 is a little bit like row 2 in that we're going to have 3 single crochets in a few different spots. So we're going to start with 3 single crochet. There's 3. And we're going to do 3 single crochet in the next stitch, then 2 single crochet, 3 in the next, single, 3 in the next, 2 single crochet, and then 3 in the next. So we've done 1, 2, 3, and then we're going to do 3 right here in the same stitch. 1, 2, 3, and then we're going to do 2 single crochet, 2, 3 single crochet in this next stitch, 1 single crochet, another 3 single crochets in the same stitch, 2 single crochet, and then in the very last stitch we're going to do 3 single crochet in that same stitch. So we're gonna go ahead and count because right now we should have 20 single crochet. 20, okay. Yay, all right. So for row 6, we're gonna do 2 sets, 4 single crochet, and then 3 in the next, 4 single crochet, and then 3 in the next. 3 single crochet, 3 in the next, 4 single crochet, 3 in the next. So we're gonna do, first we're gonna do 4 single crochet and put that right there. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. 3 single crochet in the next. 1, 2, 3. Then we're gonna do another 4 single crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3 single crochet in this next stitch. 3 single crochet. 1, 2, 3. 3 single crochet in the next stitch. 2, 3. We're gonna do 3, 4 single crochet. 3 single crochet in the next. 2 and 3, and then a single crochet. 7 and 28. So for rows 7 and 8, that's 2 rows, we're gonna do 28 stitches all the way around. Go ahead and go all the way around for rows 7 and around for row 8. I'll meet you right back here on row 8 and we'll move on to row 9. All right, so here we are at the end of round 8. Row 9 is pretty intense. So during row 9, we're going to be putting the ears in. You're gonna need 2 extra markers. Now, whether you use stitch markers or just another piece of yarn to mark these loops, you'll see what I mean in just a second. So first we're gonna do 3 single crochet, mark that first stitch. All right, so now we're gonna be working his cheeks. We're gonna do 3 decreases. We're gonna do invisible decreases on this. So there's 1, 2, and 3. Then we're going to do 3 single crochet, 1, 2, and 3. So the next stitch is a lot combined. We're gonna be working into this front loop only. So I like to, because there's so much going into that stitch, I like to mark the back loop first. Now you can mark the back loop after if that works better for you, but just make sure you mark that back loop. We're gonna be using it to sew the face onto the body in a little while. So in that next stitch, we're gonna first put a single crochet in that front loop only, single crochet, 2 double crochet, yarn over, pull up a loop, pull through 2, and pull through 2. Then we're going to chain 2, 3. We're gonna come back down here into this loop right here and slip stitch right there and go directly into that same yarn over and pull through 2, and 1 more double crochet, yarn over, pull through 2, and then a single crochet. So that's a lot. That's 6 stitches all in that same little stitch. So that forms this little piggy ear. Okay, then we're gonna do 5 single crochet. Don't forget this one right here. It kind of hides, but don't forget it. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now in the next stitch, we're gonna put his other ear. So again, I like to mark the back stitch first, just so that I don't get it confused. I don't lose it, because I have lost it before. When I was designing the pattern, I really didn't think that it was necessary, so I didn't, and I just used both. Don't do that. There's nothing to sew into, and it really does help to make those ears stand up if you are able to use that back loop. So just like the first ear, we're gonna single crochet in the first loop only, in the front loop only. We're gonna do 2 double crochet, 1, 2, chain 3, go in through here. I like using both the front and grabbing these 2, pull through and do a slip stitch right here. Immediately go into yarn over into the next 2 double crochet, and then finish it off with a single crochet in that same stitch. We're gonna do 3 single crochet again. Make sure you catch this one. We're gonna 3 single crochet, 1, 2, and 3. Then we're gonna do 3 decreases, 1, 2, and 3 to finish off. 1, 2, and 3. That pulls together his other cheek. Then for the last round, or the last little bit, we're gonna single crochet in the next stitch and slip stitch right here. And then we're gonna finish off. And because we're sewing him on, I wanna leave a long tail so that I can sew him without actually having to get more yarn. I'm just gonna pull this through, tighten him up. See, there's where we mark those back loops, and you see how easy it is to miss those. So there's the little piggy's face. We're gonna go ahead and put the eyes in. Now the eyes we're gonna put in, we're gonna do 2 rows back from this back post on either side. Now you can make them as far apart or as close together as you like. I like mine being a little bit too far apart. 2 right there. And we're gonna pop the backs on. All right. So because I have a small grandchild, Knowledge loves to play with my toys. I always like to burn the backs of these. These come out pretty easy. They say they're safety eyes, but there's nothing safe about them. So I always burn the ends right like this and then mash them so that they don't come out. Be careful not to burn your yarn, y'all, okay? Because that would not be good. I did that once. It's not pretty. It's actually quite defeating. I felt defeated. Felt kind of stupid, to be honest. All right. Got those all melted in. And there is her little piggy face with his cute little ears. My goodness. And his wonky eyes. I love it. All right, the next step is the front legs. And we're gonna make 2 of these. They're super simple and quick to work up. We're gonna make a magic ring. And once again, 6 single crochets in that magic ring. 6. Pull that tight. Now if you've noticed, I don't always pull it super tight, because when I do, it makes these stitches look a little bit wonky. So I wait until all the stitches are in and then I pull it tight. So for the front legs, we're gonna do an increase and then 5 single crochets. And we're just gonna increase by 1 every row for the next 5 rows. So we're gonna do increase right here. Hello, Marty. Increase right there, mark it. And then 5 single crochet. 1, 2, go ahead, feel free to turn that. Row 3 is going to be the same thing, except it's going to be an increase and then 6 single crochets. So we're increasing only by 1. Do an increase. 1, 2, 6, or 6. This one is increase and 7 single crochet. And the last row is increase and 8 single crochet. 1, 2, and then 8. This one you can pull that a little bit tight. Chain 1 and finish it off. Now, I didn't pull this tight, so I'm going to do that now that I've got it all squished up. Pull that tight so that circle is there. Tuck that little tail on the inside there, because we are not going to stuff the legs. We're going to want them to be flat like that. I always like to have my ends like this. And there we go. So moving on to the back legs, we're going to start the same way. We're going to do 6 single crochet in a magic ring. 1. Oh no. 6. Ooh, squirrel moment. Golly. So the back legs are a little bit awkward. We're going to do 3 single crochet in this first stitch. 1, 2, 3 in that first stitch. Mark that very first one. And then we're going to do 5 single crochet. That's going to bring our total for this row up to 8. 3, 4, and 5. Back way over. For row 3, we're going to do a single crochet, and then we're going to do, well, let's mark that real quick. Ooh, come on now, work with me. All right, we're going to do 3 single crochet in the next stitch. 1, 2, and 3. And then we're going to do 6 single crochet. We'll skip that stitch. Don't do that. Don't pull a Marty. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Row 4 is going to be 6 increases and then 4 single crochet, bringing our total for round 4 up to 16 single crochets. So lots of increases together. 1, 2, so that's 1 increase. Now when I do this increases, because I do get lost, squirrel moments, seriously. So I do crease 2, crease 3, crease 4, crease 5, crease 6, and then we've got 4 single crochet. 1, 2, All right, so as you can see, it's a little wonky because these are gonna fit up underneath them. So for round 5 is just 16 single crochet all the way around. All right, so there's 16. I'm gonna go ahead and pull up on that, chain 1 and finish this leg off. And then I've got one more to do. Go ahead and finish your second back leg and I will meet you over here. So the tail is kind of tricky. You want to start by leaving a pretty long tail. We're going to be crocheting over this tail. So for your slip knot, like that, grab the long yarn, pull it through, and then go ahead and hook it in. So this is where it gets tricky. We're going to go under the tail, grab this, pull it over. So you've got 2 loops on your hook. Stabilize it right there. Yarn over and pull through both of those loops. Again, yarn under, put your hook under the tail, pull up a loop. Again, it gets really tricky, at first anyway. Steady that, yarn over with your hook and pull through both. Again, we're gonna go under the tail. We're gonna grab that, pull up and pull through. Now, once you've got a good something you can hold on to, you can just stabilize it like this with your finger, grab both of them and just pull up and go through, pull up and go through. Now, it's not super easy, so give yourself some grace. Pause the video if you need to practice. I had to practice a lot. Under and through, under, over, pull up and through, under, over, pull up and through. So we're gonna do 18 single crochets along this tail. So far I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I need 8 more. Under, pull up. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and so you can, once you've got your 18 or however long you want it, I like a long piggy tail. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish that off. Finish that, tighten it down. And then I'm gonna hold it right here and pull on this. And you'll see this curl up right nicely. And that is our little piggy tail. And then to keep it straight, we're just gonna tie these little ends together to solidify it so it does not come undone. There we go. So there's our little piggy tail. So we are going to start on the wings. We are almost done. I'm so excited. So we're gonna do another slip knot and we're gonna start by chaining 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we're going to, in this very first, we're gonna put 2 double crochet. One more. We're gonna chain 3 and we're gonna turn. Now we're gonna pop 2 double crochet into that very first. 2 double crochet, we're gonna chain 2, we're gonna pop 3 double crochet into the next, right here, 1, 2, and 3, we're gonna chain 3, and then pop another 3 double crochet into the top of this chain space, the very top. I like to try to get 2 of the loops on my hook. It doesn't look like I'm going to this time though. There's 1, there we go, 2 and 3 double crochet in there. We're gonna just chain 1 and we're gonna turn. Now we're not gonna be working in here, we're gonna go straight into this chain space and we're gonna pop in 2 double crochet. Working straight into this chain space, we're gonna pop in 2 double crochet. We're gonna chain 1, another 2 double crochet. We're gonna chain 2, another 2 double crochet. It's gonna get full, don't freak out. Scooch those over because we're going to do another chain 1 and pop in 2 more double crochet. So at this point you should have a very full chain space. Then we're going to skip 1, single crochet and skip another one. So we're going to skip this one, we're going to single crochet right here, pull that in, and then we're going to skip this one and working into this very next chain space we're going to do another 2 double crochet. We're going to chain 1, 2 more double crochet into that chain space. We're gonna chain 2 and 2 more in that same chain space. Ooh, okay. we're gonna skip this one. We're gonna single crochet right here, bring that together. We're gonna chain one, and then we're gonna turn. Now this next row it's a lot. It's a lot. So we're starting with this very first one. We're gonna single crochet, then we're going to half double crochet, and then we're going to double crochet right here. All right, now working into this space right here, we're gonna double crochet, we're gonna chain 5. Now working in the fourth, 1, 2, 3, fourth loop, I like to use this back little bump right here. We're going to slip stitch into that little back lump, and then again into the lump in the next chain. So that's 2 slip stitches, and then we're going to go right into another 2 double crochet in this chain space. 1 and 2. Then we're going to, starting in this one right here, we're going to double crochet. We're going to half double crochet into this next one. And into this little chain space, we're going to pop 3 single crochets into that chain space. 2 and 3. Then we're going to slip stitch in the next 2 stitches. So there's 1. No, don't be doing me like that. 2. And then we're going to skip that stitch right there. We're not going to touch it. We're going to pop 2 single crochets in right here. And we're back to another chain space. Now in this chain space, we're gonna do this one right here. We're gonna do 2 single crochets and a half double crochet. 1, 2, and then a half double. Moving on in this very first stitch, we're gonna do a half double crochet and then a double crochet in the next. And into this chain space, we're gonna pop 3 double crochet, 3 double crochet. Now in this very next stitch, we're gonna do a double crochet and a half double crochet in this very next stitch. And we're gonna do a half double. And in this chain space, we're gonna do 3 single crochet. We're gonna single crochet right here in this space. And then along this side, we're gonna put 4 single crochets along this side. Now I like to 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we're gonna slip stitch into this very starting chain and then finish off. You're gonna need to make 2 of these wings, 2 wings. We now have all of our pieces, so now it's time to put it all together. The first thing I'm gonna do, pin our piggy's head on. Right now, we're just trying to see where everything's gonna go, right? So it doesn't have to stay this way. Now I like for his legs to look like he's sitting out, right? Ouch. You hear that, Rusty? There you go. Get it. Oh, that's right. Oh, that's right. I know, baby. You're such a good boy. I'm gonna have to introduce you to my Rusty Bucket, my big baby. He likes it when the sirens come. He gets excited. I think he should have been a cop dog or something. Okay, so these front legs, I just want to set them in here like this for now, because really, I want them touching, right? In the middle. Ooh, let me quit. Really, these are just for balance. I want them to be resting on the floor, but not like in the way of his other legs. So let's see if I can put it down. So see it in a minute. I'm still getting used to this new little video thing that I got. I'm not very good at it. All right, so we've got that. Let's get his little tail on. And I think I want his tail pointed up like this. So just stick him in there like that. All right, so now we've got his little tail. So you see he's sitting like that. I want him up. I think I'm gonna readjust his face, but I want to get his legs all taken care of first. All right, so again, to do this, go ahead and sew him in. Now I don't want to move it, so I'm gonna keep this as close to here as I can. I'm gonna go in right here. And I want to go around the post. I don't want to split the stitch at all. And then we're gonna come right up in here. We're gonna grab this little thing, and then I'm gonna go right back where I came from, if I don't lose my yarn, and go into the next one. No ma'am, don't do that. Don't do me like that. Don't do me like that. And then we're just gonna keep working our way around. Right, go ahead and sew on the legs, and I will meet you to sew on the front legs. Okay, so I wanted to stop in, I'm not done yet, but I wanted to stop in and let you see that I have not finished this leg. I ran out of yarn. So this does happen, it's okay. It's a really easy fix, and as soon as I get done with this, I will come back and I will show you how to fix that side. So I am back, and as you can see, I wasn't able to finish this one, but I wasn't able to finish this one either. So what I'm gonna do is take another piece of yarn. It's just the same color, thread it through. Now on this, I'm gonna need to hide it. So I'm gonna come through here, come up. So basically all I'm doing is, ouch, solidifying that yarn. And then I'm gonna come up right up through here so that I can start where I left off. Now this isn't gonna go anywhere, so I don't have to worry about pulling too tight or not. And then I'm just gonna keep going like I did in the first beginning, starting where and there we go. Now I am not even gonna try to claim that I am good at sewing on parts, because I am certainly not, but it works and they stay on, and that makes me happy. It's also a process, right? Learning is a process. Do you like sewing parts on? It's not my favorite, but I'm also not good at no-sew patterns. Okay, so on this, we're at the very end. Actually, yeah. So I'm just gonna go all the way down instead of coming back up. I'm gonna go all the way over to right here. So I'm gonna angle it this way, and I'm gonna come up right here. Now I'm not too worried about how that's gonna look, because this is gonna be hidden behind the two front legs. My biggest thing is it going to be stable? I want it to be stable. So what I'm trying to do is pull that leg down so that it's a little bit more stable. There we go. Looks a little bit more even. And then I'll just go ahead. All right. And again, this is the very end of that, so I'm just going to angle it this way so that I can finish it off. And we're gonna do the same thing with this. We're just gonna gear it in there so that it doesn't come loose. Snip it off. Now we're gonna go ahead and do the front legs. So now it's time to put his face on, and I think I want him down like this. So instead of having him super up, I'm gonna have him super forward. Now, I just want to make sure that you can put your head wherever you want him. When we get done, I'm gonna show you the other iterations that I have for my little Angel Piggy, and you'll notice that they're different. Every single one is different. It's the same pattern. They all just kind of have their own personalities. I'm okay with that. So we're gonna start on the underside with this one, because that's where the tail is. But I think before we go too far, I'm just gonna, like I did on this, I'm gonna go through here just so that we have him locked in. And I'm gonna come right back up here to this ear, because I'm gonna snag those ears down. So that it is there. Now, if you'll notice, this is where we marked that loop. So before I take that out, I want to go ahead and snag it with my needle, and then I can take the stitch marker out. There we go. Snag it. And go right back into the same stitch and just go over. And we're gonna do the same thing all the way across. Now, I don't want to get the ear. I just want to get this right here. These 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, those are the ones that I want to make sure I get locked down. I don't want the ear to get down, just the 5. That way it pulls him right on up there. Can go in. All right, Marty. So now we're back to this ear. And again, I just want to make sure that I snag it with this, and then I can take out my stitch marker because it's super tight. All right, there we go. And just like on the other ear, I don't want to get any of these. I just want to get this one right here. So I might even skip down just a bit so that I can snag. Sorry. There we go. before we go too far, I just want to get a little bit of fluff. Now, we don't want a lot of fluff because you don't want the face to get too full. I've made that mistake before. But we do want to kind of puff out these cheeks just a little bit. And maybe even the nose, just a little. Now, this is where a little goes a very long way because we just don't want a lot in here mucking up everything that we're doing, right? But we want it to be firm enough to where the face is actually full, just not over full. Where was I? So this is where we want to make sure we've got all the stuff in that we need in the right spaces. We're about to close him up. Oh, I wish y'all could have met my granddaughter. She was amazing. She was a morning girl, just like her grandma in the morning, just happy. And it was nice because none of my children are morning children. So I finally got my morning kid a little bit later on. It was wonderful. Yeah, the stuffing likes to come with the sewing. I don't want that to happen. So I have to do something different on that. We are almost done. We have the rest of the face, we've got the tail, and we've got the wings, and that's it. And our baby is on. And just like with the others, we're gonna go in here. We're gonna pop out the back somewhere. We don't need this. My piggy is a little scallywampus. I don't know about yours. Please put your pictures in the comments below. I would love to see your creations. Oh, I love it. I love it, I love it, I love it. I love it, I love it. Okay, let's do the wings first. So with the wings, we want them to be together. So we're gonna take, since this is the longest, I'm gonna crochet them together. I'm gonna tie the two sides in the middle of the back, centered. Sorry, lots of long strings. There we go, almost done. So this is gonna be a little bit different because I wanna make sure that we get all of it. You good, bro? So basically you just wanna stitch it on and make sure that the wings do not come off. That's the last thing we want, is for the wings to come off. Can't be an angel pig without wings. So we wanna make sure the wings are on good. As far as these go, we just need to hide these. So, because they're on, we don't really need them for stabilization. Come through here. Oh my goodness. Now, I like the tail to be angled up because I think it's super cute. But we're just gonna find a place where that tail sits right in the middle, and we're gonna pin it until we can get it sewn in. And we wanna make sure that it's straight. So my very first iteration of this pig, I never even put eyes on it. To be honest, I never even sewed it together. It is still, and I've done several, but it is still sitting just like it was when I pinned it together when I first did it. I'm gonna show you here in just a second. All right, y'all, and there is your angel piggy. So my wings are lopsided. It's probably fine. Like I said, personality. We're gonna celebrate the imperfections. We're doing this one stitch at a time. Yay! So as I promised, we've got our piggy that we did today, and we have my very first iteration of my angel pig. It's dusty, I am sorry. Like I said, I did this pattern over a year ago, and it's still pinned together. It still has its little tail right here, and I never even put eyes on it. So, yep, there we go. Same pattern, different look. Anyway, I am excited to hear what y'all think. I am super excited to see your designs. I'm really excited to see your pigs, so don't forget to drop them in the comments below. I'm really excited about this. So, thank you for joining me, and I will see you later. If you're still here, I'm gonna put up some pictures of my granddaughter, my Lydia Michelle, as a memorial because this pattern really was designed for her. My angel, forever my angel pig.